We're good. Yeah, it does.
Hey, quiet down.
Alright, so this goes out. Shout out to Muriel Nguyen. She couldn't be here today. Her grandfather passed away. May your grandfather rest in peace. He's in my prayers. Shout out to Joey, bitch. Anyway. Alright, here's my poem. I originate from the stereotypical lands of California where some say sandy beaches are beneath my feet, but in reality I walk upon the concrete. No, I'm not from LA, San Diego, the city, or maybe even Napa. I originate from Newark, California, where street signs take the name after plants, where all the junior high kids go to New York days to have affairs with romance. I'm from the days where I used to walk under the hot July sun just to get to the Silliman to cool off and have fun. I'm a late 90s kid to the early 2000s, where waking up early on a Saturday was nothing new, where almost every single kid had a pair of light-up shoes. Having holiday-related parties back in elementary was cool. Right. This is pure nostalgia, slowly coming back to me. Who remembers the days when we went stupid, dumb, and high? And ghost riding was the thing, even though I never done it because my parents will never let me do such a thing. From Barbie to Ken to Cowboys and Indians, we always played outside and never stayed in. With missing front teeth, looking like a pirate, I smiled every chance I got because I didn't want to hide it. Because back in the day, I was a curly-headed fuck who had reasons to be happy. I was a black Shirley Temple with my hair ever so nappy. Free from judgment, depression, and the world's responsibility, I'll do anything to go back to that simplicity. Where my favorite songs were Ba 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 and I Want It That Way. Where boy bands were the shit, and I'd trade Justin Bieber for NSYNC any day. Where the only pills I popped were fruity Flintstones like Mr. Owl. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Remember Miss Frizzle and Mr. Bill Nye, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls, and sexy ass Johnny Bravo? Shit, cause I do. I suck at remembering things, but I can remember every single major event that happened with my childhood. Like, back in preschool, I punched a girl dead in her lip all because she called me lame. Believe me, I was repping Taylor much before Wiz Khalifa came to the game. Yeah, my childhood was cool, and I really do miss it. If I had a chance to do it again, I'd do it with more risks. I trade my Pokemon cards for a debit and an ID. I turned my hit clips to an iPod 2G. I traded everything I knew and everything I was fond of to move on with my life and learn how to cope like a grown-up. But my childhood is gone and my adolescents are dead. I stand before you with 1/8 above my head. I'm thankful for the experience. I can't wait to see the prime of my adult youth. I conquer things I can't even imagine. I'm 18-year-old with a whole beautiful future waiting to happen.
All right, when a poet goes on the stage, if you're going up on the stage, avoid intros. We have no time, so we know who you are. I'm introing you already, so don't be like, oh, wait. What's your face? When I already said, hey, what's your face on stage? Alright, cool. On deck is Nars. Coming up on the stage is Lucy. Alright, quiet down.
Hashtag base.
I know.
Looking at baby pictures, damn near about to cry. Man, how time flies. That's why I'm trying to get high. To keep up, to maintain elevation. See, I don't got enough of anything to be wasting. Niggas get mad because they're waiting so patient, but I'm never caught slipping and never lose placement. Before you give a head start, know who you racing, because I don't fuck with drugs if that shit is Caucasian. Blazing and up and coming, looking Asian. The most electrifying man on TV, I tase him. That ain't a diss to the rock, though a diss to your block. Your girl sitting hella high on my cock. I'm hella gone, walking around stumbling, cause in my mind I'm in the same room Donald Trump was in. Chandeliers on the floor and carpets on the ceiling. Copyright my golden flow, niggas be stealing. Go ahead and hit this, tell me how you feeling. Yeah, and fuck a punchline, nigga. I'll rob you for $1 like it's lunchtime, nigga. Upset cause I ball like Kevin Garnett. Got a pretty woman wearing nothing but net. Honestly, I'm blessed to have a way with words. And I use it to make music for the brothers on the curb that be breaking down herb all hours of the day. And I feel where you coming from, cause where you from is where I stay. Yeah, I've been flying everything. Got a lot of haters that be trying to clip every wing. Lost a lot of allies, so by myself I gotta win. Can't say this enough. Fuck what they think.
Jada Beast, and coming up on the stage right now is
Regarding the youth. Sometimes I feel like people don't really know me. Sometimes I feel distant, like I'm another planet. I know they call me Nars, but I didn't plan it. 3 years in and I still feel like the new kid, so I just go with the flow, but I'm still not lucid. Guess you could call me prudent. I sat at the front for 6 periods. I'm just trying to be a good student. See, I miss being young when it all came so easy. I was living the good life and I didn't even know the song by Easy. And I didn't even know big words, so I didn't have responsibility. I remember recess, a race to the swings. I swing so high and closed my eyes, I swear I had wings. It's weird because I can remember these days like a crystal ball. I had my favorite teacher in the 6th grade, he went by Mr. Hall. He taught me things like work hard or don't work at all, and expectations are meant to be exceeded. So I planted those things in my brain, they're seeded. People are tripping that I've changed, but since time went by, but I just think you need to keep your shoelaces tied. See, I still have those plants and those roots, they never died. In fact, they grew, and it's like I have a whole garden in my mind. And if I gave you a plan from it to examine, then you'll find that I'm the same exact guy inside.
Don't worry, this thing is just about as good.
Dear self, you remember always trying to be the best at everything, and you remember you used to smile knowing that you had friends who loved you. 8th grade was the year where things changed, where you became the person that you shouldn't be. A depressed pessimist, where you thought everyone in the world around you hated who you are, and hated what you do, that they treated you like an it. It took place in a school where people should be treated with great respect.
Matthew Lathrop, please report to the front office. Matthew Lathrop, please report to the front office.
one mic.
But the irony of it all, this is the place where you shouldn't expect to be the great person you are today. Don't you remember being isolated by several cliques, that whoever you try to be with, they'll walk away as if you don't exist? Don't you remember being accused of talking garbage about a specific person, but no one believed that you were telling the truth? That it was they who made up the rumor, knowing that the things they say are not true. Yes, you know you do, and so do they. But don't look back, don't hold that grudge. You'll be like them, having the personality, words of the personality, who wrote those derogatory comments on MySpace, knowing you didn't have one. Just forgive her and the rest of them. And if they're in this room now, say thank you, because they made you strong. Look at you now. Nothing can stop you from smiling at the graces being given to you. Don't let no one bring you down again. Keep your chin up and be proud of who you are. Love always, Lori.
This is really good. This is really good. Oh my god, what the hell? Is it even recording?
Dude, I finally did it. I finally had a constant sound of telling me to hush up for so long. What was left was sticky, you know, like when you leave candy in the heat for so long. There were hands with so many wrinkles, they looked old and aged, yet felt so young as they played with my heart's desires. I had been the lips of freedom and found its taste in my dreams. There were eyes full of color like the wall that lay in front of them. My young ideas brought these nude walls to life. No one said the first time had to be clean.
Emilio Reyes, to give it up for Patrick Craig!
All
these emotions built up in my heart. I gotta let them out before they tear me apart. Waking up in a world so cold and lonely. No one for my own to ask, please babe, just hold me. Like a vampire in the mirror, bitch, you can't see me. I'm like the last level of Super Mario, nigga, you can't beat me. 2 big depressions on my chest like a pair of double D's. I ain't a thug, but bitch, I take what I please. Like some Wu-Tang shit to the swarm killer bees. But I'm a cougar at heart, and you best know we go hard from the finish all the way to the goddamn start. Anyways, that nigga Cupid be doing drive-bys. Shooting at me with his arrows, bad bitches flying around in my head like some love sparrows. But shit, I'm a pussycat, because you are what you eat. So this cougar will get his prey, one way or another, because shit niggas be saying is cute or whatever. So I pray for that day that I build enough courage to say, yo, you're the baddest I've ever seen, and I want you in the worst way, if you know what I mean. So, shit, I've been looking for an outlet, thought I found it, but God stomped it out with 5-10 feet. So I guess it's all like a waste, like some spoiled meat. Broke my fucking hand, I was out for 6 weeks. So Lord, tell me what I did to deserve this. All I wanted was some love, like getting a kiss. I know the girl you say, ha, the swing and a miss. So I had to flush out of my system like a long-ass piss. So I end this saying, I'd always ask myself, if I was the one that died, would I be the one missed?